Hi everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to my channel. I'm Danielle with Gypsys Craft Nook. I thought I'd jump on tonight and do a quick little flip through of some of the new items in the shop. Some of these were customer requests and others are new releases. So we'll start with Journal Stencils number 8. You get 4 stencils. They're 4.3 inches by 8.7 inches. And my camera hates the plastic, so I'm trying to keep the glare off and hopefully it focuses okay on them. This is Pocket with Flowers die. There's your pocket. This you would cut out and you could make a background for that. You get the words fun, happy, hello, and nature. In the Garden Shed came out maybe a month or two ago. And it does the torn edge look for the page. And then you have the Garden Shed. And there it is again to layer up on top of there. And you get your embossed door. You get a little chicken, the macrame plant hanger, some ferns there, and you get the embossed wood boards that you can die cut out. And there's some of the examples of it. And I will link a couple of the channels below that they designed these dies and paper packs that I'm going to show. This one is Bloom File Folder, and I am addicted to the file folder dies. This has that torn edge look. You get a neat little pocket for it, the different flowers. You get a nice torn edge tag there and the reinforcer holes. You get a little label and then the word bloom if you want to use that. And that's some of the examples that they made. This is another new release, bordered page with flowers. And this fits perfectly in their planners. And you get the border, the edge cut out and then the actual flower cut out for the page, the medallion and a couple medallions with words. And you don't have to use it on just the planners. You can use it on scrapbook pages, journal pages, if you make folios. I've used these dies for all sorts of things. This is the Traveler's Notebook folder, the TN folder. So there's that. So you would cut this out and then you could cut that one, layer it up, and then cut out that piece. And you get the XOXO and the numbers. And there's some examples there. That would make a really neat pocket on a journal page. And then you have Playful Grunge. Again, you have the torn edge look to the page. And you get the little banner flags. Really cool torn edge tag with the scroll, safety pins, and a star. There's your torn edge pocket. And you get a heart, the word play, art, the reinforcer holes, and the little diamond cutouts. And there's some examples for you there. And of course, this I was super excited about. I love these books. So you get 32 double-sided sheets in the 120 GSM and then 32 double-sided in the 250 GSM. So you get kind of a heavier weight copy paper, probably more like a 32 or a 40-ish pound. And then you get the cardstock in the back. And I'm not a pink girl, but the color combinations of the pinks and greens and the cream and kind of off-white, they look really good together. And there's a lot of depth and dimension to their pages. And this page just has the old foxing look to it. I don't know if the camera's really picking it up. A little bit up there. Or you can do the cut aparts here. I love these butterflies. Little stamps down there. And I love the yellows and oranges. And the checker pattern. Going kind of quick, but it gives you an idea of what it looks like. The old labels to cut out and layer up on. And you get the vintage photos and bugs and flowers and butterflies. If you don't want to use the photos, you got a nice background page there. Some old butterflies and moth photos. Probably one of my favorite color combinations there. Some more cool vintage photos. Or again, you have that really neat background page. And these pages are fun. You can cut out the different elements to collage and layer with. And just a nice line page there. Love that. Love these elements too, the old grungy numbers. Another cool bird picture. And there we are into the cardstock side. So again, it just repeats in the thicker cardstock. And my camera is picking up pretty true to the in real life color, which is nice because it was having a hard time with those plastics. That's Reminisce Book 9. And I brought back the La Dolce Vita, which is a green and purple paper pad. Let's see, I was going to flip, but I don't think that'll be some old adverts there. Fun cut apart. And you can see the different dimensions to the papers in the background. Water stain look. Actually, now that I look at that, that's actually a continent. See things you don't notice and then you look again. You got the fun numbers, word sentiments you can cut out, the different labels. And that grungy wallpaper edge look with some script writing all throughout. And you got that one faded into the background. And of course, my favorite, the purple. The old vintage papers and flowers and fruits and tags. Again, cut those elements out for collaging and layering, and good to go. Okay, so that is La Dolce Vita. And then there's Key Lime Night, which I have had before. And you see Autumn Harvest there, and I'll just flip through both. Love the words. The old globe. Love that. Little vintage numbers and adverts there. And the sentiments. That one's a little tough on the eyes, but I do like it. Another great page for cutting apart, layering. I like how they did the black and white and creams on this one. Can't decide if I like it in this color combination or just that lime chartreuse color. Another one. A little tough on the eyes with that. I'm sure the camera didn't like it either. Some fun cut apart on that one. And of course, graph paper. We all love graph paper. Okay, so that is Key Lime Knife. And you get the 24 designs, 12 double-sided sheets. I didn't say that. In this one, you get the 12 double-sided sheets and 12 designs. And these, you can cut these apart and use those for collaging and layering as well. And then you have the background. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there is some script writing in the background there. Let's see. Just some real pretty fall colors. And you can see the script in the background. Love this one. Cute little bird there with some flowers and pumpkins. They do very well on their color combinations for their paper pads. Again, a lot of depth and design in that. There's some script, some, looks like some floral patterns in there. I think these would make real pretty cards. Or if you do planners. Or even just a scrapbook layout or a scrapbook mini album. And if you can hear my stomach gurgling, I do apologize. It has been very vocal all day. I'll be a little quicker on these because they're actually the repeats. I'm very pleased with my camera. There's little birds on the pumpkins in there. You kind of see them. My camera's doing very well with these colors. And then that plaid with the different script in the background. And then a nice background page there. So that is Autumn Harvest. And you'll find my website linked below. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter and get that coupon code in the newsletter to use on your order. And if there's anything you'd like to see me carry or you're looking for, go ahead and shoot me an email. and I can try to locate that for you or start bringing it into the store. Hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you next time. Bye.